This video is a continuation of a video I made before about fee waiver application and using fee waiver applications to delay your leave here. I did advise in that video that if you're using fee waiver applications to delay your residency, it could cause problems for you, because fee waiver is specifically for those who are making human rights application. For those of you who are not aware, fee waiver application is an application to the Home Office for the Home Office to grant you an exemption from paying the Home Office fee, which can be significant sometimes. And when you're making your fee waiver application under the immigration rules, you don't pay any fee. And for most people, because there is an inherent protection under Section 3C of the Immigration Act, people use it to delay the time. So for example, if somebody's promised to give you a COS, but they're struggling to get a COS themselves, some people use a fee waiver to delay, and once they get the COS, then you switch and make the application. If that's what you're doing, then of course, that's fine. But if you wait for them to make an application or make a decision for you on your application, and they either grant the fee waiver or reject the fee waiver, you normally have 10 working days to make your application. If you make your application and it's not a human rights application and your visa had expired by the time you made your leave to remain application or COS application, then you will not be protected by Section 3C. The bottom line is that everyone who is using a fee waiver application is supposed to make a human rights application. The Home Office have identified the abuse in the system. So this is for them making sure that if people are using the fee waiver as a delay tactics, then they're going to punish you. Because if you use a fee waiver as a delay tactics and they make a decision, remember, Section 3C will not protect you if they make a decision to grant you the fee waiver or reject you, but you do not apply for a human rights application. But if you make a fee waiver application and the fee waiver is still with the Home Office, they haven't made a decision, and then you make an application for a skilled worker route, the way the guidance notes is couched, you will still be protected. And although your visa would have expired whilst it's still under consideration, you will not be deemed to have overstayed, which means that you can make a skilled worker route application once you've got a COS. So my advice to people is purely this: one, make sure that if you're going to use a fee waiver application, then you're using it for a human rights application. Two, understand that you will only get a protection under Section 3C if you made your fee waiver application before your visa expired, including the date it expired. So if it expires today, but you made your fee waiver application today, you'll be covered. Three, if your fee waiver application is rejected or granted, you must make a human rights application. That way, if your leave had expired, you will have a Section 3C protection, which means that you will be deemed not to have overstayed, and you get protection under paragraph 39E of the immigration rules. The warning is this: if you know that you want to use a fee waiver to delay the process in switching, just be mindful that if the fee waiver is decided, granted or rejected, you will have to make a human rights application. If you make a human rights application and you subsequently switch, that's a matter for you. But you will have to make a human rights application, because if you don't make a human rights application, then because your visa would have expired by the time that the fee waiver application is decided, you will not be protected and you'll be deemed to have overstayed, which means that you cannot switch to a migrant route or the skilled worker route. Everything I've said is if a decision is made, grant or rejected. While the fee waiver application is there, if you decide that no, I don't want the fee waiver application again, although your visa would have expired, but because they still got it, you will be protected by Section 3C. And if you make a switch to something else which is not human rights application, then you'll be protected. I hope this helps someone. But please, if you need advice on the fee waiver, contact BWF solicitors on the numbers above. Thank you.